Hello, Squadron, and welcome back to another collective reading. My name is Omar. So, if this is your first time seeing a video of mine, welcome. I hope that you enjoyed this video and it would lead to you checking out other videos that I do. Now, I am a Reiki Master Teacher, an ordained minister, and of course a tarot reader. Hence why we are here to do a full moon and Taurus collective reading. And wow, I'm just starting the video and my nose is already acting up. So yeah, I'm gonna be channeling a lot for this video. But yeah, some housekeeping before we get into the actual reading. I usually do this in two parts. First, the astrology of what the celestial bodies will be doing around this time that will be playing a part in the energies we're going to be experiencing. And then the second part is the actual tarot reading. And I use about 2 or 3 decks for that, all right? When it comes to readings, some things to note. Number 1, don't get hung up about whether it's a king, a queen, an emperor or empress because of masculine and feminine energies. We all have masculine and feminine energies inside of ourselves, all right? So don't worry about if you identify as a female or you're female identifying and there's a lot of masculine energy, a lot of masculine cards. Again, we all have it present, so just pay more attention to the descriptions of the cards, the attributes of the cards, rather than the gender or gender roles of the cards, all right? Number 2, tarot is about reading the energy not only of you, but also the people around you, people that you're energetically connected to. So even if some of these messages aren't initially resonating with you, it may be parts that other people will be playing or energy that they're going to be dealing with, and because you're closely connected to them, you will then be in turn witnessing involvement, a part of whatever you want to say there, all right? And then number 3, do not worry about the time frame that this video is in. You might be watching this video days, weeks, months after full moon and Taurus, and you may be concerned about the fact that none of the messages here will benefit you. I will say this, even though I am doing it in retrospect to the full moon and Taurus, energy does not magically start and stop within a certain time point, all right? So whenever you were guided to watch this video, that is the point that you are meant to see it so that you can get these messages. So that, because we're not always ready for the energy when it appears. Sometimes it takes growing, letting go of stuff, whatever the case may be, so that we can prepare ourselves to receive and act upon the energy that is out there in the collective. Okay? So again, some food for thought, as my meditation music got a little wonky there. Full moon is already striking, huh? All right. Now, with all the housekeeping out the nope, still got more housekeeping. See, the Reiki Squad Facebook page, yes, there is a Reiki Squad Facebook page. The link will be down in the description. Also my email, also a PayPal me link for this channel if you wish to donate to the channel, help us out, because any donation you give me goes towards future content that I will be creating for this channel. Also, if you don't feel comfortable writing about your experience with this video, which I do so encourage you to write your experience with this video down below. But if you don't feel comfortable, you can always go over to the Reiki Squad Facebook page, shoot me a private message over there. We can discuss it, or you can email me. And that is now officially the end of the housekeeping. All right, on to the reading. First up, the astrology. I have my notes right here. There's a lot going on. I was going to say that right off the bat. There's a lot going on. So this full moon will be occurring at Taurus 16 degrees, okay? So for those who have access to your natal charts or your birth charts, look to see where 16 degrees Taurus falls in your house system, okay? That is where you're going to be feeling the effects of this full moon the most. Now, other aspects that's going to be leading up to the full moon. The first one was Jupiter retrograding back into Pisces on October 28th. This one is going to be as it moves from Aries back into Pisces, and it'll be in Pisces until December 20th, when it will then be moving back into Aries. Themes about renewal of our spiritual practices, review our attachments to beliefs and philosophies, accept that our experiences have been changing, deepening our connection to our intuition to reestablish it as the primary compass and guidance system of us. Yeah, this is all that's happening. So for those who are not familiar with the energy of Jupiter, Jupiter is very much expansion energy, all right? Anything that Jupiter is working with, it is about going big or go home, all right? That is always Jupiter. Even if it's retrograding, it's still expanding the energies around it. So when it is back in Pisces, it's traditional domicile, because way back when the ruling planet of Pisces actually used to be Jupiter before they discovered Neptune, and then Neptune became the modern ruler for Pisces. But the interesting thing is both Neptune and now Jupiter are back in Pisces, so the modern and the traditional ruler are there. Yeah, Pisces energy is off the charts right now. So when it comes to your belief systems, when it comes to your philosophies, when it comes to accepting change, accepting what needs to let go, but most importantly, leaning into and accepting and embracing your intuition, those are all huge themes that are going to be playing out until, like I said, December 20th. All right. Next up, on October 29th, Mercury entered Scorpio. So now we have Venus, the Sun. Per the last video, we had the Moon in Venus, and now we're gonna have Mercury in Scorpio. So there is a lot of Scorpionic energy going on. When Mercury goes into Scorpio, Mercury rules our communication, our way we speak and interact with the world. So when it is in Scorpio, whoo Lord, our minds will be open to uncomfortable truths that will be exposed to us. We can become more resolved. More reserved. My handwriting sometimes. More reserved and suspicious of those around us. We will see where we are empowering or disempowering ourselves. A deeper understanding of how our thoughts and emotions are intertwined and feed each other. I had my own experience with Mercury and Scorpio earlier this week. Probably around like Sunday, Monday, I was hoarse. Like I woke up Sunday morning hoarse. I was struggling to talk. I couldn't get like a sentence or two out without having a coughing fit. Mercury getting into Scorpio did a number on my throat chakra. But I understand why. There was a lot of things that I was holding back that needed to be said. So when Mercury entered Scorpio, it was like, nah, whatever you're hiding, whatever you're worried about saying, whoever feelings you worry about hurt, no. Scorpio is all about, I don't want to say act the politeness, but Scorpio is about blunt truth. All right, it's about blunt honesty. It's all about better out than in. We have no time for secrets or lies or omissions because you're trying to protect people. Nah, it's all got to come out when you're talking about Scorpio energy. And now we have the communication planet in Scorpio. So yeah, don't be surprised about major revelations, major truth being shared being shared to you or from you with other people. All right, it's all gonna come out. When I was writing these notes, the part that stuck out to me the most is where I wrote, "We will see where we are empowering and disempowering ourselves." That was a big one. and then a deeper understanding of how our thoughts and emotions are intertwined and feed each other. Okay, we're going to really see the system of the fact that our mind and our heart really aren't as separate as we're led to believe. A lot of the time, like, I know we do have that mind heart like dilemma and conflict, but we're gonna really see how both of them work with, feed, are co-symbiotic, sometimes even codependent on each other. Okay? Because codependency will come up around this time. We're talking about Scorpio energy. Just saying. All right. Then, on October 30th, finally, after weeks of feeling the pre-shadow of this, Mars finally went retrograde in Gemini, and it will be in a retrograde motion until January 12th of 2023. Yeah, this one's going to be a doozy. This will cause us to reconsider intentions, motivations, actions, communication, and how we invest our life force. Everything is coming under review. Mars is our action planet. Mars is all about how we do things, and it's also sexual energy because it was at one point the traditional ruler of Scorpio. Pluto is now the modern ruler of Scorpio. So, but Mars still has that very scorpionic energy, and the fact that Mars is still the ruling planet of Aries. So you can see how with the Aries influence, you have the take charge, getting stuff done, masculine principle. All right, remember, Aries very much is masculine energy. It's fire. Fire is a masculine element. And then you have the other side of Mars, which is that scorpionic energy, because it used to be the ruler of Scorpio. So that energy is still there. You have that emotional, sensual, sensuality interplay with it as well. And in a retrograde motion, how we do things will be coming under review, but also how we identify sexually. How do we identify with our sexuality will also come up. So any issues that we have with sex and sexuality can also come up, because this is happening during what season? Say it with me. Scorpio season. Yeah. I'm just guaranteeing y'all right now, anything around sex, it's coming up big time. People from your past that you've had a sexual relationship with, don't be surprised if they don't pop up. Especially when I get into this next part. The whole point of this video. The full moon total lunar eclipse in Taurus. Yay. Happening on November 8th. For us here in the United States, that's our election day. Yay. But no, seriously. You can look at this either good or bad. It's really about how you're going to interact with these energies. Themes that will be coming up thanks to this being a total lunar eclipse / full moon in Taurus. There will be changes at the speed of light. So, tower moments. All of which are way around. Either for you, people around you, people you're energetically connected to. Do not be surprised. Shocking truths coming out. Again, like I said, Mercury's in Scorpio. We have the sun in Scorpio because it's Scorpio season. The sun is illuminating, bringing truth and light to things. Mercury is all about getting that truth out. And because it's Scorpio season, it's about digging things up, digging up secrets, digging up lies, bringing things to the surface. All of that working together with a full moon in Taurus, because right now we're in the nodes are North Node Taurus, South Node Scorpio. So yeah, it's all going to be bubbling up, and full moons are typically about conclusions, climaxes, big revelations, big changes, and coupling that with the fact that this is going to be a total lunar eclipse, not a partial like with the last eclipse we had, which was a partial solar eclipse. No, this is going to be a total lunar eclipse. So take everything about a full moon, everything that I just said, or everything that I'm going to be talking about for this portion, take all of this and times it by 1,000. Okay? Times 1,000. That is how intense this full moon is going to be, because it is a total lunar eclipse. All right, so like I said, changes at the speed of light, shocking truths, shaking up our foundation that we have based our lives on, value and financial systems will be affected. Relationships will be affected, and our perceptions of life and reality itself will also very much be shaken up and affected by this. Now, again, looking at your chart, like I said, the full moon is happening at 16 degrees Taurus. So that's relatively early degree Taurus, like the first quarter. So look at, I mean, it's the moon. So I would really look at the entire range of Taurus energy from 0 to 2930, because it's going to be working its way through all of that. So you might as well see if that's all in one house or in two houses, which house or house is going to be, like house or houses will be affected by it. Also, it doesn't hurt to look at Scorpio, because like I said, Mercury enters Scorpio. So please look there for how these big truths and revelations and uncovering of secrets and the intertwiningness of your emotions and your thoughts will be popping off at Mars retrograding in Gemini. Look at your house of Gemini. I don't know off the top of my head the degree placements. If anyone watching this video knows the degree placements for these, like all of the aspects that I talked about, please feel free to write them down in the comments for those individuals who might want to go back, check their charts, and see if what they were going through matches the degree placement and the houses for where all of this is happening. Or if you know any other aspects that I did not write down, because I don't write down all of this. I am pretty much an amateur at best when it comes to astrology. I just like to see how the celestial bodies are playing into what we are going through energetically, because they usually always match up. Now, let us start off. Normally, I already have the card pulled out in Moonology for the moon cycle, but I was like, you know what? It's okay. I want to do, sorry, I'm just like kind of, shuffling through the cards, and I literally just came up on the full moon in Taurus. It was like, I heard you talking about me. I heard you wanted me. I'm out here. I'm out here to play. What's up? All right, and now I'm just looking for the lunar eclipse card. Okay, I found. It's funny. The closer I got to the lunar eclipse card or the full moon card, I felt very heavy energy. Like for just all of a sudden, I just was like, my energy level went like between the Taurus card and the full moon card, the full moon eclipse card. That's wild. Okay, like that's not gonna mean. So it's gonna mean something. It's definitely gonna mean something. Always means something. Okay, so I do have the two cards out here now. I have full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Let me bring that up to the camera. There you go. Your dreams need a practical plan. And full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. Yeah, look at that. Look at the full moon in all of its glory, that full moon eclipse through the trees. That is a hauntingly beautiful image right there. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I felt dense. I felt very dense because... Why am I feeling dense? I'm feeling a sense of dread over these conclusions and tower moments. Yeah. I feel like even though the collective may not know exactly how to pinpoint what they're experiencing or what they're feeling, intuitively, through their intuition, again, that's why Jupiter is helping with like bringing us back to our intuition. It's helping us to understand the interplay of what's going on with the celestial bodies so that we can get a better understanding as to what it is we are feeling inside of ourselves energetically. Thank you. Glad they're always here to help me speak this articulately. So, let us look up the full moon in Taurus and get some more insight on this practical plan. Okay, so full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. Sometimes you need to wave a bit of magic, and sometimes you need to be practical, and sometimes you need to find a combination of the two. This card suggests that this is where you are now. You need to use the laws of attraction. All right now, laws of attraction, to draw in what you need by imagining it, expecting it, welcoming it. But you need to balance that with taking down-to-earth steps towards your goals. This isn't about wishing on the moon and hoping for the best. It is about making something like a list of bullet points about how to achieve your dreams. If you're asking about money, this card heralds a change of financial fortunes depending on both your past actions and what you're expecting and therefore attracting. Attuned to the moon, write down 10 things that you know are wonderful about you. I like that. Additional meanings for this card. Laziness could explain your current situation. If so, change that and own it. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Wow, that was a powerful one. I'm going to read that one again. Chasing money doesn't work. You need to chase a dream. Jealousy or envy create negative energy and attract negativity, and more exercise is called for. Now, the thing that I found very interesting when it brought up those law of attraction. The law of attraction actually, funny enough, came up for me recently. I was actually trying to go back and watch. Well, I was trying to go back and find this video that I had seen before. It's a follow-up to The Secret. It's actually called Beyond the Secret. And it talks about the fact that in The Secret, it was all about the 3 steps. Ask, believe, receive. But in his new video, it talks about the fact that there was a key component missing in the first Secret book and movie. And that's what Beyond the Secret talks about. And that missing step is action. Yes. Because if you look at the word attraction, the word action is in it. The word action is there. So it's not just simply about making a manifestation book or making a vision board and then that's it. No, it's about, okay, you've done this. Your vision board and your manifestation book are you sending out an invitation to your higher self, to your God, goddess, the creator, the universe, whatever you believe in, and saying to them, hey, this is the plan that I want for my life, but I need assistance. I cannot do it completely on my own. Can you aid? All right? And them answering back, of course, but what are you doing to go along with what we are doing behind the scenes? Because we can move and shape things behind the scenes to create your heaven on earth. But what are you actually doing to prepare the soil, prepare your vessel, prepare your environment for what you're asking us to bring to you? Like, what are you doing? How are you contributing? What is your 50%? And a saying that kept coming up in my head, it's very funny because it's a religious saying, and I'm not very much of a religious person, even on the ordained minister, but I don't subscribe to any organized religions. My Council of Light just kept playing. My Council of Light is my spirit team. They kept playing a phrase over and over again that I hear a lot of religious people quote, and that is, God helps those who help themselves. And the interesting thing was, my councils brought this up to say, this is how the law of attraction works. Because if God has given you everything that you need, the only thing that God can help you with is anything that is completely outside of your realm in this current moment. Because maybe you haven't accessed all of your gifts or abilities, or you're just very much down on your luck at this moment. And it's hard for you to believe that you can get out of this situation. So you do need a pick-me-up. You do need a boost or someone to help you along, which your higher power or higher self has no problem with. The thing about it is they do not want to create codependency. They don't want you to just surrender your power to them and just expect them to do everything for you. No, they want you to, if you're trying to manifest a better job, are you updating your resume? Are you sending your resume out? Are you on job hunting websites? Are you going after the companies that will help you to achieve the job that you're trying to get? Or are you saying, I want this high-paying job in this company with benefits, and you're applying to places like food service, retail, warehouse work? Again, nothing is wrong with that. But are your actions matching your vision board or your manifestation book? Because if they aren't, if there's a disconnect, if you're not working with, if you're not co-creating, then the universe is going to be like, until we see action on your part, we're not going to join in. We're not going to help because we don't think you're there yet. We don't think that you're really hungry for what you're asking about. So I just wanted to share that because it was very interesting that came up, like law of attraction. Well, yeah, laws of attraction came up. All right, I said a lot about that one card. Said a lot, but it's good. It's good. All right, now we are going to be doing the full moon eclipse. Here we go. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. And just like that, a door slams shut. If you pull this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about to reach a peak. Okay, that was really bad English on my part. Let me try that again. It suggests that the situation you're asking is about to reach a peak. Peak. They're like really scrambling words with me tonight. All right, or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it is the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for something that they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so that you can move on. Attuned to the moon, that which is meant for me will not pass me by. I'm going to read that again. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings for this card. Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. And I just heard them like reiterate that. They were like, pronunciate it. Get it clear. Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. All right, the next one. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga are all recommended now. And secede control and just allow events to unfold. Wow. When I read that part about doors that slam shut right now will not reopen, and then of course that opening part, like, and just like that. And I just got a flashback to like the Sex and the City sequel, soft reboot, whatever they have on HBO and HBO Max. Because it's called Sirens. Sorry if you hear sirens. But yeah, the title of that series is Just Like That. So when I heard that, I was like, okay, that's funny. Yeah. Like I said, tower moments, big revelations. I feel like the information that people are going to be finding out now are going to help them to make the decision that they've known for a while that they've needed to make, but haven't. You haven't acted upon it. You've been wanting to. You know you needed to, but you just haven't brought yourself to. And I feel like whatever you learn during this full moon eclipse is really going to push you to close that door. And I think that's also a part of why you're scared, because you know if the door closes, it will not reopen. These people in situations will not come back. So there are some out in the collective that are worried about that. They're worried about, if I close this door, am I gonna be able to get these people back? Am I? Should I want these people back? That's another good question. I just want to see if another card wants to come out. Is there any other cards from the Moonology deck that want to come out to help the collective with this full moon in Taurus eclipse? Oh, full moon in Taurus lunar eclipse. No, that was right. That was right. It just sounded funky the way I said it. Like I said, wow. Okay, so 2 cards came out. I'm not going to read their definition. Well, I'm not going to read their meanings because... Ooh, wow. Okay, I'm going to take this too. I'm not going to read these cards' definitions, but I am going to tell you what they are because I feel like they're all powerful. So, we got the other Taurus card, New Moon in Taurus, Prosperity Lies Ahead. So we got double Taurus energy. We got Super Moon. Emotions are running high. And last but certainly not least, on the bottom of the deck, when I flipped it over, there was the card from our last reading, New Moon Eclipse. Expect powerful change. Now, the reason why I feel like all of these out here are confirmation of different parts of the astrology that I went over before, like going to the cards, but then also the cards that I pulled out themselves. We have Taurus here, reinforcing the Taurus energy that, yes, even though your dreams do need a practical plan, that is okay because prosperity is ahead. Whatever this full moon lunar eclipse is closing out, whatever it shakes up, whatever it gets rid of, it is to clear the path to prosperity. Okay? This is to let you know it may be scary what you're letting go of, but there's something infinitely better waiting on the other side once you let it go. Supermoon, emotions are running high. We're in Scorpio season. That's probably the understatement of the year to say that emotions are going to be running high, especially with Mars retrograding in Gemini can cause people to be very snappy or argumentative or quick to want to fight or battle other people. So absolutely, that is something too to keep in mind, that emotions are going to be running high, yours and other people. So not to say you shouldn't end things, but just, mentally prepare yourself for what people might say. And certainly last but not least, our other eclipse card, expect powerful changes. The Scorpio new moon eclipse energy is not done with us. All right. That initial aftershock of that energy is with us the most intensely for the first 2 months. All right. We just had that eclipse energy. Barely, well, at the time of this recording, it hasn't been 2 weeks yet. It won't be 2 weeks until next week. So we're sitting very prominently still and that previous eclipse energy. And we're now about to go into another eclipse energy. And we're going to have both of these tongue-tied. We're going to have both of these eclipse energies riding on top of each other for at least the next 6 months. Yeah. So whatever has come up in these 2 eclipses for you, it's going to be with you for the next 6 months. Keep that in mind. So if you're like, it was eclipse day and nothing really bad happened to me, but like, man, 3 weeks after the eclipse, like something really hit me, or like a month after the eclipse, or 3 months after the eclipse, something really just like, what? Yeah, it's going to hit everyone in waves. The people who get hit the hardest during the actual eclipse day, those were the first wavers. And then over the next 6 months, those are the following waves of the collective. And my nose, oh my goodness. All right, when my nose goes crazy like that, it only means one thing. The cards want to talk. We have some messages that will be coming out, and that's fine. I have my water. I'm ready. All right, lay it on me, Crystal Visions. Oh, of course, all of the decks I use come from Amazon. I use Moonology, Crystal Visions, and also Magic of the Unicorns. If you want me to put the link down in the description, just let me know in the comments, and I will be happy to do so. Or like I said, just go to Amazon and search their names and my nose. Okay. Hi. How are you doing? Can I get clear and concise messages for the collective in regards to this moon cycle, to the full moon eclipse in Taurus, to the full moon in Taurus? What insights, what downloads, what messages? Wow, right off the bat. So just jump out the deck. All right, we got two cards. That's an interesting combination at that. We have Judgment coming out with the 8 of Wands. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. All right, give me 1 second, cause I needs my book. Let me like undo myself real quick, cause I did not realize I didn't have it before I started. So just give me 1 moment. Ooh. All right, there we go. Got my book. Now, like I said, we got 2 cards that jumped right out the deck, right off the bat. It was Judgment with the 8 of Wands. And I wanted to get the book so I could get deeper insight to these cards, but these cards are really talking to me. What I'm getting is I'm a little overwhelmed by the energy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm just trying to sit in the energy so I can articulate it the way that it wants to be articulated. All right. With Judgment is an energy of, if you see in the card, there is an angel blowing the trumpet in the field with flowers, and over top of the angel's head, there are spirits, souls flying around. Judgment is about atonement. It is about whatever wrong that has been done, it needs to be righted. It's about it is essentially, this is Judgment Day energy. That's what this is. This is Judgment Day. With 8 of Swords is an unstoppable force. It is fast, it is swift, and it would take the hand of God to stop this. These two together, this is about fast moving judgment. All right, a judgment call is coming, and it's coming in fast, and it's coming in hard. This is a tower moment. This is a truth that will no longer be hidden. That's why it was so hard for me to articulate, and I was hoping like getting the book, the Crystal Visions companion book, would help me, but just touching it and sitting in this energy really helped me to articulate what this is really saying to me. But I'm going to read a little bit from the book because I did get up and go get the book. So really it's judgment. Judgment is what's really like calling out to me in this. Okay, so judgment, which conveniently enough is, the 20th card of the major arcana, 1010. Judgment represents absolution, atonement, rebirth. With this card, the fool has reached a significant stage in his journey. It is now a time to leave the past behind, along with any guilt and grievances, make amends, and move forward. This card can indicate a need to make a tough decision or judgment call, make a fresh start, or open up to new circumstances. Yeah. You're being called on to preside over judgment. There's something in your life that needs to change. And this full moon, this eclipse, is finally going to make that judgment call. You're going to be the one that makes judgment. And it's going to be fast. It's going to be fast, and it's going to be out of nowhere. Or you could be on the other side of this. Maybe someone you're energetically connected to, or someone in your inner circle is going to make a judgment call in regards to you. You just got to see how it plays out. But on either side, someone is making a judgment call, and it's a big one. It is a huge one, and there is no force on the planet that's going to stop it. On the bottom, Knight of Pentacles in reverse with Queen of Swords in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. The Tower in reverse. Strength in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like there's someone watching this video right now like, we get it. You can stop. Please stop. Why won't he stop? Why does he keep going? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 cards all in reverse. Okay, we got 6 cards all in reverse. 6 is the number of harmony, balance. It's also a mirroring energy because 6 is also the Lover's card. So, all right. For the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, that is a workaholic. That is someone who is focusing so heavily on their career, so heavily on their stability, that they're not emotionally present or there for other people. Queen of Swords. I'm about to say Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't get the Queen of Swords out that often. I want to say this is a manipulation energy, but I don't want to speak out of turn. But I feel like the Queen of Swords is a very manipulating energy. But let me just look her up real quick, just to be on the safe side. Queen of Swords represents a lack of compassion, a bitterness that no longer tempers discipline with mercy. Jealousy, distrust, vindictiveness are traits often seen when this card in the reverse. Wow. Jealousy and distrust really jumped out at me, and a lack of compassion. So this might be 2 people, or this might be all in one person, who knows. But I feel like the judgment call is about a person or people that contain these energies. Someone who is just so buried in their career, so buried in their stability, that they're just stubborn. They don't see anything emotional. It's just, I have to hit this milestone. I have to hit this goal. I have to like put my nose to the grindstone. I have to get up. I have to go to work. I have to do better. I have to put away for my retirement. I have to. It's a very hectic energy. And then with this queen, this queen is all about, look, I'm about my money right now. I'm about my stability. I ain't got no time for y'all. I ain't got no time for y'all. Y'all ain't bringing nothing here, all right? Also, this I feel like this queen has been screwed over because we are talking about jealousy and distrust. So that's probably the other aspect. The compassion of the queen is gone, and she's like, look, I don't like people anyway. You know, people use me, people didn't treat me right, people didn't appreciate me. So no, I'm about me now. I'm about what I need to do for my own stability. Screw everyone else. Okay? And then underneath of that, we got Four of Cups in reverse. I do love that. Four of Cups in reverse is about acknowledging the fact that you are fixating on one thing. You're fixating on one thing too hard. You're finally ready to let it go and acknowledge the blessings behind you. Acknowledge those 3 cups that outnumber that one that you're fixated on. Tower in reverse. Tower in reverse is about the fact that you know that a tower is coming and that there is absolutely nothing you could do to stop it, but to just brace yourself for the impact of the tower falling down. But it could also be someone still trying to fight against the change that needs to come. So, see, there's a lot of good cards here because I do love that the Four of Cups is in reverse. I love that the Ten of Swords is in reverse. But I'm really not liking the fact that both Strength and the Tower are also in reverse, because it's letting me know that not only is this somebody that's fighting change, but this is also someone who doesn't believe in themselves. They don't have self-confidence. They're not balanced in their actions. I literally heard they lost the fire. Is this like, who out there has lost their fire? Be honest. Let me know down in the comments. Are you the one who's lost their fire? Yeah, when Strength is in reverse, it represents weakness of mind, body, and spirit. Possibly one feels tired, drained. They are vulnerable, and like a wild animal, they lash out from a sense of fear and insecurity. Yeah. See? You're fearing it. You're fearing the change. You're fearing what you're losing. Even though prosperity, like as we saw, prosperity is on the horizon. You just have to let whatever needs to fall away, and something better will present itself and take its place. But no, you don't. You don't want to lose this. You're fighting the change, and it's causing a huge imbalance. Even though, again, Ten of Swords in reverse, it is a blessing. Whatever you're letting go was a rock bottom situation. It did more harm than good, but you're not. You're still trying to fight it. You're still trying to, thank you, wow. You're trying to delude yourself. Either you or someone else that you're energetically connected to are deluding themselves, and judgment is here saying whatever needs to fall away, not only did it need to fall away, there was a reason it fell away, but it's going to fall away because Eight of Wands, it's unstoppable. You cannot prevent this. This judgment call is unpreventable. Again, only the hand of a god or goddess or the universe can stop it, and they've already said they're not stopping it. It's meant. It's meant. It's meant to be. Whatever this judgment call is. Actually, I want to know more about this judgment call. Can I get further clarity about this Judgment card. Can I get further clarity about Judgment for the collective? Can I get further clarity? Wow. Woo! Okay, so this card shot out and went right on top of full moon eclipse. Went right on top of it. Lovers in reverse. See how I talked it up? I just said 6 is the number. It's also mirror energy harmony because 6 is the number of the Lovers card. What comes out when I ask for further clarity on Judgment? Lovers in reverse. So for some of you, this might be a situation dealing with a soulmate. No, I'm going to go there. I was not going to go there, but I'm going to go there. This situation might be about a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection, a divine counterpart connection, forever partner connection, whatever terminology you want to use. But there's something about a connection that you thought was a soulmate. You thought was a twin flame. You thought it was mirroring the best parts of you back to each other. But no, it's an imbalanced dynamic. It's not working. And the fact that it landed on full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. This may be either why you or other people are trying to focus on your stability. You're trying to turn yourself off emotionally because you don't want to face the truth. Coughing fit, excuse me. Woo! Okay. Whoever I'm tapped into, you really do not want to face this. My throat chakra has been good this entire time. Now it's attacking me. My throat chakra is literally like, shut up. Don't say that. I don't want to acknowledge that. And my nose is going crazy. But no, it has to be said. You may not want to hear it, but it has to be said. You do not want to see the truth about a dynamic that has run out its time. There is a connection that you thought was supposed to be prosperity. It was supposed to bring prosperity. There we go. To your life. It was supposed to be, for some of you, maybe even your end game, or someone, or if this is someone you're energetically connected to, maybe they saw you as their end game. And this is what Judgment is saying. It's saying, look, you didn't want to acknowledge this. So now we're forced. Whatever you're connected to is forced, or is forcing you to make a judgment call because this needs to conclude. The door is slamming on this. And that's what's scaring you. Or scaring someone else about, pulling this judgment call on you because they're scared that the door closes, you're gone. If this is you, you're scared. Once you close the door on this, they're gone. They're not coming back. All I have to say to that is the old saying, if you love something, set it free. And if it comes back on its own accord, then it was meant to be. Lovers in reverse can represent a destructive relationship where obsession, jealousy. Then we just had that with the Queen in reverse. Then I tell you, jealousy and distrust. Oh my God, throat chakra. Ooh, collective, what are you doing to me? Okay. All right, I just said with the Queen in reverse, jealousy and distrust really stuck out to me when I was looking at that word. And here we go. Jealousy right here, a destructive relationship where obsession, jealousy, and control are at play. Instead of a union where each person flourishes because the other complements and supports the other, in this partnership, each is stifled because of mistrust. So in the Queen of Swords, we got distrust. Here, we got mistrust. Because that ain't the same damn thing. Manipulation, which what did I say, which made me go to the book? I felt like the queen was manipulating energy. Here we go. Manipulation and possible abuse. Okay. So going back to the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Again, this could be one person or it could be two persons. Two persons. Not proper grammar. Two people. There we go. Because I graduated from school and went to college. Yay me. Yeah. That Knight of Pentacles that came out with Judgment as the clarifier, that Knight could be like focusing on their stability, focusing on work and whatnot to distract them and or delude themselves from the relationship that they're having with a Queen of Swords in reverse, because they just cannot handle that energy. Even though they thought their relationship with that Queen of Swords was supposed to be in game, it's not. It's not. And it doesn't matter how much that Knight of Pentacles is trying to delude themselves. Judgment, this full moon is about making you see the truth. On the bottom, wow, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about the champion that faces down insurmountable odds, but still ends up on top because of his dragon companion that gives him the advantage to face down his opponents. Underneath of that, wow, Empress. The Empress, divine feminine principle. Underneath of that, ooh, the Star card. Hope, faith, all of that wonderful ass energy. The other reason, there's also another reason why I like the fact that the Star card is out here, because again, going back to Judgment and the Eight of Wands clarifying cards where we had strength in reverse, here in the Star card we actually have 8 stars that represent strength, because 8 is the number of strength. So we got strength here with faith and hope, divine feminine principle, Mother Earth, and freaking winning against insurmountable odds. Yeah, this is letting me know that whoever this Knight is, he's going to come out on top. All right? The Knight is going to come out on top. The Knight is going to make the right decision. How do I know the Knight is going to make the right decision? Because with the Seven of Wands, that's letting me know that even though the odds was stacked against that Knight of Pentacles, he's still going to come out on top. He's still going to beat whatever impossible odds was set against him. So whatever the Queen of Swords in reverse is trying to do to this Knight of Pentacles is not going to work. It's not going to work. The Knight is still going to come out on top. And the reason why the Knight is going to come out on top is because the Knight is going to lean into his feminine energy. He's going to lean into the divine feminine principle with the Star card. That tells me he's going to really go with inside of himself, sit with his truth, commune with his soul, commune with the inner parts, get clear on what it is he really wants, and see that what he wants is a reality. You know, again, like I said, Star is about having faith. It's about having hope that what you want is out there. All right. But it's also about balance, because as you see, she's pouring water on land and in the water, while also she has one foot on land and another foot in water. It's a very balanced connection. I do want to read more about this Star. I want to read more about the Star. The Star is really like coming up for me heavy. So the Star represents hope, inspiration, generosity, sincerity, and faith. The Star helps one to reflect on their blessings and foster a positive outlook towards the future. Through this abundance comes generosity, heart, time, and self, which leads to an inner strength and a sense of peace and harmony. Much like the card of Temperance, the Star represents mental and emotional stability, renewal, balance, fulfillment. So you see, this Knight whether you're the Knight or the person who you're dealing with is going to be the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, they're going to be able to come back to what they're meant to be by dealing with this Queen. If you're the Queen dealing with you, or if you're the Knight of Pentacles, by finally making the decision to just leave this Queen behind, leave this Lovers in reverse situation behind. Cards are out of order. There we go. You have this waiting for you. You have this wonderful energy waiting for you. But you gotta take the leap. You gotta take the leap. Wow. Okay. Are there any additional messages? I'm a little worried right now. I'm like, are there any additional messages? Because as always, I feel like this is a lot right off the bat. Well, I feel like that definitely helped one side of the collective, but what about the side of the collective that may not be dealing with a toxic Lovers card in reverse situation? What is the decision for them? What is this Judgment card for the other side of the collective that is not dealing with Lovers in reverse? What are they dealing with? What is going to come up for the other side of the collective? Wow. Okay. All right. So y'all are getting Ten of Swords. So for anyone who does not resonate with the Lovers card in reverse, if you're not in a dynamic like this, this is what you're going to be having Judgment with the Eight of Wands energy with, and that is getting out of a mental rock bottom. I like to think of this as my nervous breakdown card, because Swords definitely deals with the mind, the mental. So when you have Ten of Swords, it is just about the worst mental situation you can be in. So to give you a taste, if you're like, well, I mean, that still can mean anything. A Ten of Swords depicts a person's or a situation's lowest point or rock bottom. It can also mean that the person is feeling like a victim or a martyr, and may need to take control over the situation. Much like the Death card in the Major Arcana, there is a necessity for something to end in order to give way to change and a new beginning. Yeah. When it is in the reverse, like you got, it indicates one that is ready to recover from a truly devastating situation. The person is stronger than ever, having survived such a traumatic experience. The lessons learned will prevent one from repeating their mistakes and will be remembered for the rest of their days. So, whatever this Ten of Swords were for you, whether it's you or someone else, you're ready, like you or that person is ready to leave it. All right, that's what the Judgment is saying. Yes, you may have been in a rock bottom situation, but this full moon is here to help you to get out of it. All right, further clarity that it's here to help you to get out of it, we got the Ace of Cups as your clarifier. A new beginning, a new love, an opening of one's heart. Why do you need that? Here we go. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Three of Pentacles are about two people building a foundation together, building a life together, building stability together. Didn't work out. So you might not have been over here in this, soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart, love gone toxic. But you had your own situation. You had where you were trying to build a life with someone, or someone was trying to build a life with you. It did not pan out, and it put you in a Ten of Swords situation. Underneath of that, wow, we got Four Swords in reverse. I do like the Four Swords in reverse. Four Swords deals with exhaustion. It's very much like the Hangman energy, which is Piscean. Is about putting down the swords, taking a break to recuperate, renew yourself, so that you can continue on with the lessons from the situation. And a 4 swords from a 10 of swords, that's a 6 of swords. For those who are not familiar with the 6 of swords is, again, 6 of swords is about dropping your swords and walking away from the battle. Are you not seeing a pattern here? All right, because I'm seeing a pattern. You were fighting for something hard. You were fighting for something hard. You did not want to walk away from it. Illustrated by the 4 and the hidden card between the 4 and the 10, the 6 of swords. You did not want to walk away from it. And this rock bottom forced you. It forced you into recuperation. It forced you into having to stop fighting for a situation and seeing the truth. And I want to see what this truth is. What was the truth with this 3 of Pentacles in reverse? Why was it so hard for you to walk away from this 3 of Pentacles? 3 of Pentacles in reverse can represent someone who refuses to take the steps and obtain the knowledge needed to master a skill. It can also signify someone who's already a master and is no longer challenged by what they do and is therefore plagued by boredom or disinterest. When the 3 of Pentacles appears reversed, it can also mean that the person is in question. I see what it is now. The person in question is overly critical and a perfectionist and may not appreciate the high level of skill that they have achieved. So it could be about mastery. For some of you, it may be about the fact that you're no longer challenged by what's going on in your life. You don't have an appreciation for it anymore. But I'm also feeling that this is something that you built with someone. Even if it wasn't someone romantically involved, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can also be somebody work-wise. So maybe somebody you were trying to start a business with or a business venture with, and yeah, it just did not work out. But I'm really getting building a life, building stability with this. And it was just so hard. Yeah, it was so hard. It was like fighting an uphill battle. So much so that it puts you in a 10 of swords situation. But you got the 4 of swords. You're ready to come back. You're ready to come back after facing this down with an open heart. You're ready emotionally. Oh my goodness. Oh, baby, I'm loving this for you. I'm loving. Second group, I am so proud of you. I am so proud of my second group. Look at this. Look at this. King of Cups with the damn High Priestess. Look at that. Look at that energy. Look at it. Just look at it. That's wonderful. This is emotionally balanced masculine energy with high vibrational divine feminine energy. Okay? Yeah, this is the mirror to the Empress. So if the Empress is the Earth Mother, divine feminine energy, this is like the higher 5D and above realms. This is like being up there with like the angels and the etherical beings and the light beings of different dimensions and the ascended masters and the ancestors and oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm gushing over this energy because High Priestess is Piscean energy. So you know your boy, I'm a Pisces, so I gotta gush over whenever I see someone getting some High Priestess upright energy because she's the gatekeeper of all things magics. And then we got the King of Cups. For those who are not familiar with the King of Cups, this could be fixed water energy, so Scorpio energy. So if you're dealing with Scorpio or you have Scorpio heavy in your chart, it can also be additional water energy like Cancer or Pisces. Doesn't necessarily have to be a Scorpio. It's just fixed water energy, so Scorpio, but it can also be Cancer and Pisces. But wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at the moon. She's standing on the moon. He got the full moon in the background. He bringing the water. She got the butterflies representing the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Her staff has, is that an ankh? Yes, her staff has an ankh on it right underneath of her crystal ball. He has a trident with a... He has 1 foot... Oh, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm gushing over these cards. He has 1 foot on land while the other foot is in the water. Again, bringing us back to that star energy, that balance of temperance. Ooh. Second group. You went through it. You went through it hard. But it was a necessity. Because judgment is saying, this is what you get for walking away from your rock bottom. From just saying, you know what, screw it. I'm releasing it. I'm letting it go. I am ready to choose me. I don't need to work on anyone else. I don't need to work with anyone else. I am ready to build the life that is meant for me. This is honestly, you know what? Second group, I wouldn't be surprised. Going back to this 3 of Pentacles in reverse, I wouldn't be surprised if this was manifestation. I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't like goals that you were trying to manifest. So if it wasn't you trying to build a life with someone or you trying to build a business with someone, this might also be about manifestation, because we did have manifestation and law of attraction come up with the Moonology card. So second group, this could also be about your manifestations. Was there something you were trying to manifest? Whether it be a business, home, money, generational wealth, whatever the case may be, it did not work out. It puts you in a rock bottom situation, and now you're ready to like come back. You recuperated. You walked away from the battle. You're back with that open heart, that Ace of Cups, and that Ace of Cups is leading you to the King of Cups with High Priestess energy. Yeah, now that I said it, I feel like the second group, you're really about manifestation. Yeah. I feel like that's what the second group really was. Y'all were trying to get y'all manifestation on. You were trying to build that life, and it just didn't work out. But guess what? That rock bottom, those manifestations not working out, just showed you what was not meant for you, so that you can now manifest what is actually meant for you. But you're not going to be manifesting it in this energy. Whoever you were in that energy, in this energy right here, say goodbye to it, because it died in this energy. It died in that Ten of Swords. You went into an incubation. You recovered. You recuperated. And now here you are, emerging from your cocoon with Ten of Cups and High Priestess, mother effing energy. I love that. I love that. I'm just like, ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, honestly, I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna leave these cards out. The High Priestess with the King of Cups out here with the Ten of Cups, because I said the Ten of Cups. I meant to say Ten of Swords. Wow. Second group. Be honest with me. Second group. Are y'all? You know what? All right, I'm gonna be real. I don't usually say things by mistake. I don't do Freudian slips. They always mean something. Second group, you might have been manifesting something, and the reason why it didn't work out was because you were trying to manifest a Ten of Pentacles situation when you really should have been manifesting a Ten of Cups situation. You're happily ever after with someone else, building a life with them, having a child with them, having it all, you know. You might have just been too logical, too in your head, and you're like, nope, that's not practical. I need to focus on building a life for myself, giving myself stability. I don't need to worry about having a relationship with someone else. But I'm telling you, you got all of this water energy upright. You got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups also means new love. It don't just mean an open heart. It can also mean new love, new beginning. All right? Don't close the door too soon. I'm telling you, do not close the door too soon on having your happily ever after. Do what you want. I'm just the messenger. I'm just saying. I see the cards and I'm liking it. I'm liking what I see for you, second group. First group, I know y'all feel like I gave all the love to the second group. I'm sorry, first group. I love you too. And I feel like, again, it's going to be a hard decision ending this lovers, but it's for the better. It's for the best that you end it. It needs to, so that you could go out and find the person that's meant for you and actually get the 10 of Cups, that happily ever after that you deserve, instead of hanging on to a relationship or a dynamic that is no longer serving you anymore. For people who feel as though this person was like either a soulmate, a twin flame, or divine counterpart, I feel like this person may have been a soulmate. A soulmate? Hold on. Let me drink some water, because something's trying to come through. But my throat chakra is just angry with me right now. What is trying to come through? What is trying to come through? Okay, first group. This person was not the soulmate, twin flame, divine counterpart you were expecting. They were I just had the word in the left. Why? What is going on? A karmic soulmate. There we go. It came back. I think it was trying to hide itself. Why were you trying to hide yourself? Okay. First group. I don't know how y'all feel about past life reincarnation. If you're open to it, great. If you're not, that's fine too. But if you're interested in it, I would definitely look into it. But I feel like this person that you thought you had this strong bond with, the reason why you felt like you had this strong bond with them is because you've had either a past life or past lives with them. That's why you have such a deep familiarity with them, a deep connection with them. But they're not supposed to be your end game. They're not supposed to be the person you end up with. They were just supposed to be the person that you met, you learned lessons from, and you let them go. But you didn't want to let them go because that bond, that connection you had with them was so strong that you put another layer on it. You put a title. Instead of seeing it as a karmic soulmate, you were like, no, this is my life partner soulmate, or this is my forever partner, this is my divine counterpart, or this is my twin flame. We are it. We are in game. And Spirit is like, no, you wrong. You loud and wrong. You so wrong, you don't even know how wrong you is. So let's show you how wrong you is, okay? Judgment. This is what it really was. It was a karmic soulmate situation to teach you a lesson. The lesson has been taught. You need to let them go. You need to let them go. You're only doing more harm than good to each other by trying to hold on to that dynamic. You need to let them go. All right. I'm really sitting here like, do y'all need advice? Like, I have it in my hand. Like, I reached over to get, like, my Magic of the Unicorns deck to give y'all some parting words. Honestly, I don't think y'all need it. Like, really listen. Like, not only did I go in depth with each group, I then went back even further in depth. I'm like talking to like my council right now. Like, do they need, like, my council is split. Like, some of them are like, nah, you did a good job. They don't need no more. The other side is like, but there are people out there that would really appreciate a card. They might not need it, but they wouldn't be opposed to it if you want to give it to. All right, you know what? For the group who wants a card, I will give them a card. All right. So I'm not going, normally I do it like based off of like the piles, like group 1, group 2. No, this time I'm just going to pull a card for those who want advice for whatever situation they fall into. Whether you fall into group 1 or group 2, you just want advice. So I will pull one advice card for whoever feels like they need advice. If you feel like you don't need advice, you can just continue to watch along, you know, for fun. See what comes out. All right. Can I get an advice card for the collective who would like advice in regards to this reading? Can I get an advice card for the collective who would like advice for this collective reading? Can I get advice for the collective who would like to get, who would like, ooh. I mean, I wasn't trying to get 2 cards, but I got 2 cards. And funny enough, it fell on pile 2. But there are 2 cards here. So, all right, we got 2 cards. We got Open Your Heart, 9, Love Yourself, Dare to be Vulnerable, and 43, Enlightenment. Look from the highest perspective, see the divine in everyone. Okay? Normally, I like to read the definitions, but that could go, these definitions are long. These definitions are long. Trying to see if I can intune what they're trying to say. All right. Okay. Open your heart. 9, what it's saying to me is 9 is the number of, well, climax, you know, apex energy. Like 9s are usually, sirens again. 9s are usually like the strongest energy per each suit. Really seeing 9 of Cups. Really seeing 9 of Cups. So I feel like this is definitely for both groups, whether you made a wish for your true life partner, your true soulmate, your true twin flame, divine counterpart, whatever it is, or for the other group that was like really focused on building their stability, and now you're awakening to King of Cups, High Priestess energy so that you can manifest your 10 of Cups. When I see this card, when I see this energy of open your heart, love yourself, dare to be vulnerable. Are you willing to be vulnerable to get what it is you deserve? That is a question you need to ask yourself. Are you truly and honestly ready to open yourself up, to expose everything that you are to someone else so that they can love you in your entirety the way that you deserve? Not whatever way that you want to put on for other people, not how you want to act or perform or wear a mask. No. Are you ready to show the world who you really are? Even if you're not ready to show the world, are you ready to show that one person that you truly love and care for your real self? Because if you show them your real self and they can't handle it or they can't love you, then that means they're not ready for you or they weren't the person for you. But there's nothing wrong with you. Don't hide yourself anymore. Hiding yourself is not the path to finding love. Being your authentic self is the path to love. Okay. Whoo. That was a message in itself. 43, enlightenment. Look from the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. This could be a little bit harder. 43 breaking down to 7, reflections. Yeah, that's a reflection review energy. Seeing the divine in everyone. Seeing the divine in everyone. That's calling to mind hermit energy. Hermit energy, it very much resonates with Sagittarius energy, which is sitting on the highest point of the world, looking down, instead of focusing on the micro, focusing on the macro, the bigger picture, and really taking that in. That's interesting. Okay. They were talking to me as I was looking at the card. What do you want me to say to the collective? There's divine in everyone that you will meet, from the nicest person to even the most not nice person. But the fact of the matter is, you don't have to love someone to love the divine within them, and you don't have to let the actions of other people diminish or lower the divine in yourself. Thank you. Unconditional love isn't always about loving everything that someone does to you. Unconditional love is about being able to forgive the person so that you can release what they've done to you, so that you're able to move on, to recalibrate, to come back into yourself, to heal yourself, and to emerge even stronger, a better version of yourself. And if you can do this, you can reach a level of enlightenment that other people cannot. Because first, to see and to understand the divinity and the divine in others, you must first accept and acknowledge and work with it in yourself. Are you willing to go within yourself? Are you willing to commune with your soul? Are you willing to make that change? Are you willing to go to that depth so that you can see it in other people? Okay. I don't know if that was working with these cards. I don't know if it was shorter than going in the book, but yeah, it didn't feel right to go in the book this time. This time it just felt right to sit with the card. So hopefully you did get something from that. I will read the affirmations because each of these cards have an affirmation that you can meditate to. So I'm going to read the affirmations just to give you some of the book. So the affirmation with open your heart is, my unicorn lights up my heart. Oh, I like that. My unicorn lights up my heart. And then 43, I do feel like I've gotten these before in a past reading though. I do. 43. I act as an enlightened master. Ooh, I like that. All right, but that will do it for this reading. Thank you so much. I know this is probably to date the longest one that I've done, but there was a lot that needed to come out, and I wanted to make sure that it was really said to you. Thank you so much for watching this entire video. Please feel free to share it with those who you feel like it can benefit or help. Like I said, all of my contact information will be down in the description. Feel free to tell me about your experience here in the comments, or go over to my email or Facebook page and do it there. The PayPal me link, like I said, is also down there. If you'd like to donate, I'm not opposed to that. Send me that money. But, as always, I am sending you light and love on your journey to heal your ego and your shadow self so that you can embrace your true self. Namaste.